Welcome to the Golden Score News right here on Non-Fuel Flicks, your home of black entertainment. My name is Adelani Ogunrinade. Get ready for yet another electrifying show. Yeah. Welcome back to the Golden Score News. Now let's have a look at our headlines this evening. Chukwueze names Arsenal star as toughest player he's ever played against. Tinkler sends warning to City stars. Sergio Ramos left out of Spain's squad. Germany pull out of European track championships. Porzingis fined for attending club in violation of NBA rules. Now let's look deeper into these stories. Chukwueze names Arsenal star as toughest player he's played against. Contrary to popular belief, Villarreal winger Samuel Chukwueze has admitted that Arsenal left-back Granit Xhaka did a good job to neutralize him when both teams faced off in the first leg of the Europa League semi-final. With first-choice left-back Kieran Tierney failing a fitness test ahead of the clash, the Switzerland star, who was asked to play out of position as a makeshift fullback, had an intriguing battle with Chukwueze. The Villarreal number 11 acknowledged that Xhaka kept tight on him and he didn't have the freedom to operate from the right-hand side. Interesting. Now moving on to our next story, Tinkler sends warning to City stars. Cape Town City head coach Eric Tinkler has explained why he returned to the club and sent a clear warning to the squad as he outlined his ambitions. Now City owner John Comatis placed his faith in Tinkler when the club was reformed in 2016, and the former Bafana midfielder repaid him with the Telkom knockout title and a third-place league finish. Now, SuperSports United subsequently came calling and activated his release clause at the end of the season. But 5 years on, Tinkler has returned as the successor to Dutchman Jan Olde. And he says, I am extremely excited to be back at Cape Town City. I had a very successful season in 2016 and a lot of fun memories, the 50-year-old said upon his return to Cape Town. To be able to come back here and hopefully replicate what we achieved back in 2016 and improve on what we'll be doing is the main target. Those were his words exactly. Moving on to a story that will shock you all. Sergio Ramos left out of Spanish squad. Sergio Ramos has been left out of Spain's squad by boss Luis Enrique for the Euro 2020s. Now the Real Madrid centre-back has been struggling with injury and has only played one game since the end of March. His absence means there are no players from Real Madrid picked by Enrique. Manchester City's defender Aymeric Laporte had switched from France to Spain, and it has been approved by FIFA recently, and it makes the 24-man squad for Spain. Now, between you and I believe that Spain still needs Sergio Ramos just for that experience. You know, Sergio Ramos has that fire, that experience, and I think he would enhance the squad. What do you guys think? Leave your comments below and let me know what you think about Sergio Ramos being left out of the Real Madrid squad. Now, moving on to cycling, Germany pull out of European Track Championship. Germany have withdrawn from next month's European Track Championships because of the ongoing political situation in Belarus. Belarus scrambled a warplane to force a passenger plane to land in Minsk in order to arrest a journalist on Sunday. The German Cycling Federation has called for the event to be moved following the incident, which has been criticized by the European Union. Now, the 5-day European Track Championship starts on the 23rd of June. Now, moving on to the story making headlines in the NBA. Kristaps Porzingis fined for attending club in violation of NBA rules. The National Basketball Association has fined Dallas Mavericks forward Kristaps Porzingis $50,000 for violating the rule prohibiting players from going into any bar, club, lounge, or similar establishment, regardless of the player's vaccination status. It was announced today by Byron Spruwell, president of the league operations. Now, Porzingis violated the rule when he attended a club on the 23rd of May. In consultation with medical experts and based on all facts and circumstances, it was determined that his attendance did not create risks related to the spread of COVID-19 and therefore no quarantine is necessary. So that wraps up your Golden Score news this hour. After the break, we'll be taking a look at other stories making headlines this hour. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Golden Score News this hour with me, Adelani Ogunrinade. Of course, we bring you the very latest in the world of sports. Now, today particularly, I will be focusing on something happening tonight. There's a special occasion we can all look forward to tonight as football lovers because it is the Europa League final, and wow, I'm excited. Manchester United are now very close to lifting a title or trophy that will mark their overall development under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, since becoming the manager in 2018, silverware is something the Norwegian manager has failed to deliver. Now, that could change very soon because the Europa League final today will be the big chance for Solskjaer's side. But in Villarreal, they have a very tough opposition. Under Unai Emery, Villarreal have shown big signs of progress, especially in Europe. In fact, they have not lost a single game in the Europa League this season. That is quite impressive, to say the least. Now, what do you guys expect will happen in this final? Do you think Manchester United has what it takes to do it? Or do you think Villarreal will just be too tough for them? Now, let's have a look at some rumors happening in the world of football. First off, let's start with Paris Saint-Germain's boss, Mauricio Pochettino, who is seriously considering a return to former club Tottenham. However, Spurs are in talks with the Belgium head coach and former Everton and Wigan boss Roberto Martinez as the search for Jose Mourinho's successor progresses. I'm not sure about you, but Pochettino, I can't believe he's not enjoying coaching at PSG in France. He already wants to return to Tottenham. How bad could things be at Tottenham? Well, they're about to lose their star striker, so I guess most managers are feeling like it's going to be a very, very tough job to get them to where they need to be. But who do you guys think should coach Tottenham after Jose Mourinho? Now, moving on to our next story, Inter Milan manager Antonio Conte led the club to this season's Serie A title, but the ex-Chelsea boss is set to leave the club within the next 48 hours, according to reports. I don't know how true this is, but it looks like it is possible that Antonio Conte might be leaving Inter Milan. I love that coach. He always reminds me of a Scarface movie or something. He's so animated on the touch lines. He's a coach I feel just brings that entertainment value to football, apart from his tactical know-how. Now let's move on to our next story, because midfielder Ruben Neves could be on the move for £35 million to fund a rebuild for whoever takes over following Nuno Santos' departure. Man, I feel like a player like Neves is needed in all top 6 sides in England, and they really need to see if they could get him for £35 million. It's a bargain. It's a great player. He can shoot from range. He can control the midfield. Ruben Neves is definitely a player I feel every team should be looking to buy. And in our last story tonight, everybody's trying to sign Wilfried Zaha. There's Tottenham, there are reports of Arsenal also looking at him. There's reports of even Manchester United looking at signing Wilfried Zaha again. I don't know how true these reports are, but Wilfried Zaha, I feel, is a midfielder that causes a lot of problems for opposition defenders. He can dribble, he can cause a lot of penalties also, and I feel he's a player that will be an asset for any side willing to sign him up. And I feel like at Crystal Palace, he's underachieving. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. And remember that competition is still ongoing. If you could predict the winner of tonight's Europa League final, and if you could predict the winner of the Champions League final, you have so much to win right here on Non-Fuel Flicks. You don't want to miss it. Well, from me, Adelani Ogunrinade, is a goodbye till next time. Take care.